and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Beatriz here on Beatriz Book Nook, and welcome to my little corner of the internet. Obviously you know myself, or if you don't, hi, welcome, how are you? I'm your host as normal, and I hope you have a nice time here on my channel. And I'm sick, so I'm very sick after my Paris trip. So let's see how this goes and if I can put this video up in time until Sunday, because today is Thursday. What am I going to be doing? Today I'm also not sitting down because I don't know, I wanted to change things a bit, and I think being up, it's a little bit more fun. You might have seen the intro that I did, the little montage. So I'm going to be doing a book haul. I have a few books that I want to share with you that I got for my birthday, or either like some little promotions on my bookstore, or just simply got because of FOMO. So yeah, that's what I am going to be doing today. I will first open the two packages that you saw there, so we can get that out of the way. And I don't have much more to say, I want to do this quickly, so let's go into the books. I'm going to be starting with the biggest package. Both of them, I think they have two books in them, and I'm going to be starting with saying that I normally get my books from Blackwell's, which, if I'm not wrong, is a UK company, Amazon, which everyone knows Amazon, or if I am going to be using Portuguese/Europe companies, I use Wook, which is a Portuguese company, so they have an online store. So Wook is only online, or I go to Bertrand, which is they have online, but is the one that I normally go for in store. Or if I am in Lisbon or in another like little city in Portugal that has FNAC, I will also go to FNAC. But most of the books that you are going to see here are either Wook, which like this one is, or Blackwell's, and I think I only have one Blackwell's and one Amazon, so those are the main bookstores that I use because it's easier for me. I live in a small city near Lisbon. We don't have a lot of the titles that are popular and that I want to read at the moment, so I just order my books online. So let's see what books I have in here, because for a moment I forgot which ones I had. So the first one is Does My Body Offend You by Mayra Cuevas and Marie Marquardt. Yeah, Marie Marquardt. I don't know how to say her name. I got this book because it was a recommendation from my best friend. She wants me to read this book and for me to say what I think of it to her, and to know if this book is worth reading or not. So I got this one. You may or may not be going to see this book in a video sometime in the future, so be attentive to that. And oh, I'm going to be putting the books here. Let me rearrange stuff. So that's the first one. The second one, this one was a recommendation from a friend that I made in a readathon that I participated in, and since I got really interested in the book and it sounded really funny, I just had a €5 off deal on one shop until the 17th of March because of my birthday, so I decided why not got this. She recommended the book to me. It was one of her favorite books last year or ever, so I decided why not, and the cover is beautiful, and also the paperback and the hardback only had like a €2 difference, so I got the hardback because why not? The thing that I am not happy about it has plastic wrap, and I don't like when books have plastic wrap, but that's okay. So the book that I am talking about is The Scarlet Alchemist by Kylie Lee Baker. Isn't the cover beautiful? I know it's a person in the cover, but I think that this is so beautiful. I don't know much about this book, honestly. I honestly just got it because someone recommended it to me, and it has the lettering on the naked hardback. It's red and it's just a black book. So I'm very excited to read this book, and I hope that I like the book because the second book is blue and I am very excited. I think this book is beautiful. I have another package here. So these both packages came from Nook because they have really nice deals and I like to get a hold of their deals, so I always try to get something, or at least most of the times I try to get something. And they had a deal on Steamy Romance, and the deal was the books were like 30% off. Also, these books were also 20% off plus 10% into my Nook card, which was really nice. The first book that I have here, it's a continuation of a series that I'm currently reading, and it's Powerless by Elsie Silver. I am really liking this series. I think the Chestnut Springs is at the moment one of my favorite romance series. I think it's 100% worth it. And also, if you have the books, if you have the desire to read this series, make sure you go check out Brittany from Brittany Loves Reading, Leander from the TBR Zeros, and Claire from Claire's Creative Corner, if I'm not wrong, announcement video, because they are going to be doing a read-along of the 5 books of the series starting in April. So if you have not read the books, if you want to read the books, here you have a great opportunity to do it. So yeah, I got that book. I am loving. I want to know what happens in the next books. I think this book follows Jasper and it's going to be a sports romance, and I'm very excited for it because I think Jasper is a very mysterious character. So yeah, that's this book. And the next book that I have in this package, it's Butcher and Blackbird by Brynne Weaver. I am very excited. I have heard so many things of it and I really want to read this book because I love gory, I love a bit of horror, I love that sort of stuff, but I don't talk about it enough because it's not a genre that I read that often. So I am very excited to give a try in a romance horror. Let's say it like that, because I think that's what this one is. So yeah, I'm very excited about this one also. I'm going to be starting with the books that I got from my friends on my birthday, but I have a reason for them to be these books, because first I got Girls of Fate and Fury. I have the other 2 books somewhere down here, if you can see them, and I think that they got me this book mainly because they knew that if they did not get me the book, I would probably not be picking it up so soon. So they made me a favor and they got the book for me because it was a series that I did not know if I wanted to keep reading it, because I have mixed feelings about it, and that's one of the reasons. So I have no excuse anymore to not finish this series, so I think I might try to prioritize this and try to read and to finish this series so I can do an update of my video series here on YouTube. And the next book that I have, it's a book that my best friend got me, and she said to me that she has this book for almost a year, so before August, and I was like, damn. So long story short, she got this book from a friend of a sister that was selling a few books, and we both love Korean culture and Korean stuff, and she decided that it would be a great opportunity to expand a bit of my Korean books. So she got me The Vegetarian by Ngan, and I am very excited. It's a very small book. I was not expecting it to be this small. It's less than 200 pages, and I am very excited to reading this. She said that she read it, so I think that's it. I don't have much more to say because I also don't have much idea what this is about. I know it's about a girl that's vegetarian, but other than that, I'm not so sure. Next is going to be the books that I got for myself on my birthday, and you might see a very pattern because not intentionally I got blue books, so that's quite funny, I think. So the first book, and I have a reason to have this book on here. It's House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas, and I know this is the second book, but wait a moment, don't make judgments right now because I will explain the reason for this book to be here, but yeah, this is one of the books that I got for my birthday. It's a chunky one, but I am very excited to get into Crescent City world and all of that because I loved and I really liked ACOTAR. So I still have one book to finish, but I will not be starting Crescent City before I finish ACOTAR. That I can promise. So let's see where that gets me into reading Crescent City. This shelf, it's not very secure, so let's hope nothing breaks. The next book that I got, it's The Romance Club by Lisa K. Adams, and I got this book because I saw Sarah Caroli reading this book, and I love the idea of guys getting together for a book club to read romance books, to know what women liked and why women liked romance books and book boyfriends so much, and I loved that idea, so I'm very excited to read this one. I might or might not have someone to read this book with me, so we are still figuring everything out. And then the last book that I got for myself on my birthday was Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison, and the main reason that I got this book for myself was because I saw just Ellie reading the second book or having the second book on her TBR, and I found the concept of this series so much fun. So basically B.K. Borison did what she did, I think it's a she. What she did was each book on this series, there's 4 books, each one corresponds to a season in the year. So this one is winter, I know that there's spring, autumn and summer, and I'm very excited. Will I be reading this in winter? Maybe. Did I just left winter? I did, so I'm like, yeah, what a missed opportunity, but that's okay. We will either read this in the spring because spring is the time for romances, or I will just read it when winter comes back. So to keep up with the last clip that I showed you of the books that I got myself for my birthday, and to explain a little bit why I had this chunky guy right here, House of Sky and Breath. So I started to want to read Crescent City during the launch of House of Flame and Shadow, and I was like, I am losing so much. Basically, I had FOMO. This was the book series that I got since January because of FOMO. And 100% do I feel guilty? Maybe not, but should I? Maybe, because I have gotten all 3 books and I have not read none of it. So I first got House of Heart and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. You probably know already. This was the only book in here that I got from Blackwell's. Books coming from the UK to here to Portugal, it's very stressful for me. Will I do a Blackwell's order again? Probably. Is it going to be soon? Not really, because I don't want to go through the stress problem. And then I had a friend send me House of Flame and Shadow, the last book. So I was like, I have the first one, I have the last one. Where the hell is the second one? So then when I got a promotion on my bookstore, I got the second one, and that's the mainly reason that these books are here, because I had FOMO of missing out on this collection. And have I read it? No. Will I? Yes. When? I have no effing idea. So, yeah. Oh no. I am so afraid. Something squeaked, and I am afraid that this is going to fall. I have 3 more books here to show you. I will not show you the fronts of them until I'm going to be talking about them. So, are they all FOMO? No. Are they all books that I wanted to read? Yes. Are they one of them my most anticipated release of the year? Heck yes! And that is A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal, and I am very excited. I have not yet gotten the possibility to read this book, but I hope I can read it in April. That's what I am counting with. And why did I get this book? Why was I so excited about it? It's because it's tea, and although I don't love tea, I find books with tea very interesting to me. I don't know why. I also found A Magic Steeped in Poison very interesting, although I was a bit disappointed, but that's okay. So yeah, and there's vampires. I don't read a lot of books with vampires, so I'm very interesting, and it's, how do you say it, a fantasy book. So I'm very excited to read this book. I mainly got excited about it because of the cover. Look how beautiful it is, but I'm still excited. I'm still very anxiously waiting for the time that I can read it. And it was also a book that a lot happened for it to get here. So I've originally got the signed copy, and the signed copy was taking forever to get here to my home. So then I cancelled the signed copy, and I got just the normal paperback, which got to my home the next day. So I was like, okay. The next book that I got, and it's a book that I've been eyeing for quite some time, and one of these days, again, my bookstore was having a really nice promotion, about 30% of Romantasy, I think, and so this book was there on the list, and I got it, and that is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I got it when the B&K book club were reading this book, but I was not able to get to it at the same time, which is quite a bummer, but it's okay. So that's the main reason that I got this book. I've been eyeing it for so long, and I saw an opportunity and I got it. There's not much more to say. Do I know what the story is about? A little bit. Do I remember it to tell you here today, right now? Not really. Do I want to read the back of the book? I should, but no. And we have reached the last one. So, this last one, it was one of my birthday gifts from a very dear friend of mine. So, this book, probably going to be seeing this book in the next months. Also on my channel, because I'm going to be doing a reading vlog for it, and I'm very excited about it. So, the talk about this book, and if you come from this side of the group of the booktube, you know what the book is. It's a very anticipated book for myself. I have really high expectations of it because a lot of people are loving this book and giving it 5 stars, and I'm like, oh, I hope I am not the different one, but I probably won't be, because I don't dislike a lot of books. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know that Leandra from Leandra the TBR0, Brittany from Brittany Loves Reading, and Laura from the Book Hermit, and also Julie from Book Coffee with Books, I think. Love this book, and I think that this book started because Julie was one of the co-hosts of Battle of the Girl Bands, and this was her host favorite for the Battle of the Girl Bands, and everyone started to pick it up the book from there, and I then got the recommendation to read it. And that book is Godkiller by Hannah Kainer, and I am so excited to read this book. Basically, I think it's someone that the gods are not roaming around Earth again, and someone has to kill the gods. I am just speaking what I know of the book, which is not a lot also. So I'm very excited to read this one. Laura, Julie, Leandra, and I think also Brittany, I think these 4 lovely ladies gave this book a 5-star, and I hope I am not disappointed with the book, but I don't think I will be, because a lot of people have been reading this book after that and saying that it's a really nice book, that they really loved it, and that they are really excited about the second book, Sunbringer, that just came out very recently. So this is a book that I am so excited to get to, and I hope I will love. So let's try to put it on the pile. I rearranged stuff around. It's not as pretty, but that's okay. I just don't want the shelf to fall. This is all that I have for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. This is my first ever book haul here on YouTube. So I hope I was not very confusing. I hope I did enough information for you to know why I got these books. But also, I would really appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button and also the like button. It would mean a lot to me, and since you are already down there and want to chat a bit, maybe answer to the question, what is your most anticipated release of the year, and if you have gotten it and read it already. And if you don't feel like chatting, maybe leave a heart emoji, a pink heart, because I love pink. I have a lot of pink reddish books, so why not pink? And until next time, guys, I hope you have a really wonderful day, night, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you guys next time, hopefully feeling a little bit better. So until then, bye guys!